Welcome to this special midweek edition of the Coach's Corner Show. Preview of the GNAC Indoor Track and Field Championships that take place Friday and Saturday at the Ford Idaho Center. We're joined by head track and field coach John Spatz, who obviously excited about what's coming up.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, big weekend in track and field for NNU and for the GNAC as well, and time to chase some titles and some team points and all those kind of things. So, yeah, very exciting weekend track and field here at the Idaho Center.
I want to remind people, action starts with the multi-events. That's the heptathlon, pentathlon, 9 o'clock on Friday, and then again at 8:45 Saturday. The main events, what time Friday and Saturday will the rest of the field start?
Yeah, on Friday, the running events start at 2:30, field events at 3:30, and then 10 o'clock for field events on Saturday, and 11 o'clock for the finals of the running events over the 2 days. So
we'll have a link to purchase tickets in advance on Twitter, Facebook, and on the NNU website. Be sure to check that link. Tickets are $8 in advance for general admission, and I believe $5 for students and seniors, and $1 more at the gate day of, so be sure to buy tickets in advance and come out and support the team. Now let's talk about the important things. Let's start with the men's team. Exciting. Peyton, Remar, Cole, Andrew. You could get 70 points out of that four right there. I mean, this is an exciting time to see these guys competing for championships.
Yeah, it really is. And yeah, the guys you mentioned, along with a bunch of others, you know, we have 23 men that are officially entered into the championships this weekend, and quite a few of them are going to be able to score points, and a number of them, yeah, are going to double up and triple up, and you know, it's all about team points this weekend. So we're going all in, and we're going to ask the kids to do a lot. You know, they know that a lot's expected of them, but yeah, I think they're really ready to compete. The last couple of weekends we've really sharpened up and seen some great PRs and some national marks and school records, and so yeah, timing-wise, it feels just right. It feels like the guys are going to be in it to be pretty close in the team hunt, I think, as well. Could be one of the closest team scoring meets on the men's side in GNAC history. We'll have to see. Alaska Anchorage is pretty loaded. You know, Western Washington and Perennial Power. So hopefully we can be right in the mix with those schools and see what happens on Saturday.
Individually, what do you expect from on the guys' side? Those four that we mentioned, any one of them could bring home a championship. Anybody else, and do you expect a lot from those four?
Yeah, you know, Peyton Lewis and Remar Christie, those two guys are really, you know, they're the anchor of our team, and they'll be doing multiple events. Peyton's going to compete in 5 open events. Not going to compete in the heptathlon. We decided as a freshman we would not try and ride that horse to death, which it's very tempting to put him in everything. But we're trying to protect him a little bit too and give him a chance to have a good experience in his first conference championship meet, and not really just beat him to death. So he's got a favorite in the pole vault, you know, 17 feet, but he's also got a good 60 hurdle time. He's got almost a 23-foot long jump, and then you know he's going to throw the shot and high jump to kind of finish out his 5 events. So, and then Remar too. Yeah, Remar Christie's going to double back and actually do a triple, so he's going to compete in both the 60 hurdles and the 60 dash, so the 2 fast sprint events kind of back to back. A little bit of work on his part, and then he'll have to see how he can hang in the 200 after all that and see if he can make the final in there and score some points for us. So yeah, and then Cole Hoberg and Drew Galbraith in the high jump. You know, we've got a great crew there, and one of those guys hopefully be up there in the top 3, and there's a 7-footer in our conference, and I know Cole and Drew are trying to eye those upper heights, 6'9", 6'10", see what they can get. And that should be real interesting. And the hurdles, too, if things go well, our multi-eventers in Micah Spatz and Drew Galbraith, they'll compete in the heptathlon for men and then team up with Kyle McLaughlin, Peyton, and Remar to see how many we can hopefully get into the hurdle final on Saturday. Perfect storm, you know, all 5 guys get in out of 8 slots. But that's just me being unoptimistic, want to score a bunch of points. So I know probably things, you know, in track and field it doesn't always go perfectly. But so we're looking forward to see the hurdles and the high jump, men's pole vault. We've got 3 guys that are capable of going over 15 feet, so that should be great. And then a whole bunch of other guys, some role players too, that will really step up and if they PR and do well, then we're going to score a decent amount of team points.
You said everything doesn't always go perfect in track, and I know working at the paper in past years, we've always looked at how many number ones you have going into this meet. I think we have 2 number ones going into this meet, so this year we get to be the underdog, pressure on someone else. How much is that kind of a relief to know you don't have that tag as the one to beat on you?
Being tag number 1 in track and field seems to be kind of a mixed blessing. It's great to have it, but you have to do it on the day that it counts. So you have prelims, you have finals if you make it, and so it really doesn't matter where you came in. It's how you finish and what you can do. Sometimes that number 1 thing can get in the way of your mind a little bit, and your expectations and how you perform, can be affected by it for sure. I mean, it's a real thing. So being an underdog, hey, we're in you. Being an underdog is great. We like messing with the big dogs and upsetting the apple cart a little bit. So that part's fun, but we'll see what happens.
Dark horses on the guys' side: Isaac, Chase, John Van Buren in the throws. Any of those guys you think all conference potentials?
I'd say all 3 of those guys. Yeah, definitely. John Van Buren, in both the shot and the weight, has the potential to be a top 3 guy on both sides. He went over 52 feet this last weekend in the weight throw, and his shot's been real consistent. He's got to throw a little farther. He's got to throw closer to 50 feet. But then, Isaac Mitchell, a freshman kind of phenom guy. Guy can cover a lot of ground when he opens up his stride. Boy, it's really fun to watch. He's looking pretty good, and he definitely don't count him out. And then Chase Cunningham, he's just been a real rock. That distance side, there's always someone on that side of the coin, either a guy or a girl. Past has been Haley Bradshaw, scoring 3 events at conference outdoor last year. Chase could be the guy, and Isaac, those 2 could do that this year indoor for us to kind of get that started. So it'll be fun to watch them and see where it all shakes out.
You mentioned Haley, one of what is a slew of ladies who could have really good meets. Chelsea, Allison, Taylor, Haley, Susanna, the list goes on and on. It's got to be nice that you have such a breadth of depth on the ladies' side this year.
Yeah, we were really excited about the freshman recruiting class of women that came in last year with Chelsea Knott, Rachel Miller, some real studs that came in, and those darn other GNAC schools, they had great recruiting years too on the girls' side. So by the time I thought we were going to maybe get a little domination going there, it's just going to be highly competitive. But Chelsea in the hurdles got fast time. She's great in the 200. Taylor Deskins ran really well last weekend and bumped up into the top 5 or 6 in the 60 as a sophomore transfer girl. So she's kind of we needed to score in the 60 and the 2, and with her and Taylor and Chelsea, good chance to do that. We got shut out, I think, last year in the 60 through the 400, so we lost a lot of women's team points there that I think hopefully we'll score a few there. And then, the women's hurdles, women's high jump, women's weight throwers, Susanna and Haley Gordon in the distance events. We've got some depth and we've got some talent. So the ladies, we've got all 25 entry slots filled, so we've got 25 girls that will compete in a number of events to go for those team points.
Who do you expect the top performances? Who are potential GNAC champions on the ladies' side?
Shot put. Taylor's got a shot in there, and no pun intended, but I think, she's been throwing well, and she's also a dual threat in the weight throw. She threw over 52 last weekend when Caitlin threw 55. Chase and Becky from Central Washington going to kind of be going after her, hopefully, but she's a great competitor. And those 2 girls in the weight throw, and then the hurdles too, with Chelsea and a couple other girls, Courtney Brewer. If we can put 2 or 3 girls in the hurdle final, boy, that would be awesome. And if we can get somebody in the 60 final and those distance girls, Susanna and Haley, and can run well, then we've got, and the pole vaulters, Allie's the defending conference champ, indoor and outdoor last year in the vault, and Lindy Berg's been jumping really good lately. So I think, we're scattered throughout, but we've got a couple kids that definitely got a shot at winning a title.
Anything else to add about this coming weekend?
You want to see some great track and field, come out this weekend to the Ford Idaho Center both days, and there's not a bad seat in the house, and the action's right in your lap, so it's a great place to watch track and field in although climate-controlled environment this weekend, and there's a little bit of sun now, you might be a little tough to come inside, but it's a great place and a great venue to watch track and field.
Appreciate it, Coach. Remind you, everybody, check the websites for ticket information and time schedules and everything so that you can get out there and watch your favorite NNU athletes competing for championships. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach.
Thanks a lot for having me, Mike.